Just be that kind of girl that satisfies me time and time again. Special friend, yeah. So when you see me coming, open up your arm and let me in.
What's up, baby? Is you home? You know, I don't got a lot of time right now, man. Let's go. I'm just friends.
Hey, what's going on today? Hey, what's going on, I say? I will never break a heart. You don't love me. Ooh, I find another friend. Ooh, will love me till the end. I will never break a heart. Be for real and serious, and we will never part. Hey, just give me all that love you have within. Hey, but if you don't, baby, that's okay. Just be my special friend. Yeah, just be that kind of girl that satisfies me time and time again. Just be my special friend. Yeah. So when you see me coming, open up your arms and let me in. Hey, what's going on today? Hey, what's going on, I say? I will never break a heart. You don't love me. Ooh, I find another friend, another friend. Ooh, I love you till the end. I will never break a heart. Be for real and serious, and we will never part. Hey, just give me all that love you have within. Hey, but if you don't, baby, that's okay. Just be my special friend. Yeah, just be that kind of girl that satisfies me time and time again. Special friend, yeah. So when you see me coming, open up your arm and let me in.
What's up, baby? Is you home? You know, I don't got a lot of time right now, man. Let's go. I'm just friends.
Hey, what's going on today? Hey, what's going on, I say? I will never break a heart.
What's good? What's good with you? Turn that back up, G. A special friend. Excuse me. I gotta take my ass to work later, but I want to, talk about relationships today, man. And the fact that we don't do our homework and then end up in these relationships where you're not satisfied. But whose fault is that? You know? Whose true fault is that, though? Like, if I meet a girl and she's beautiful and that's all I see, it's my fault if I pursue her without getting to know her mind. Vice versa. If a girl sees a man and she finds him attractive, it's her fault if she just sees the outside and the money. And when she gets into the relationship and he's abusive, and now you want to blame the man. Nobody looks in the mirror and blames themselves for getting into a situation that they could have prevented. Right? So, who's wrong, who's right? How do you distinguish who's wrong and who's right? Should you even want to distinguish who's wrong and who's right in a relationship? Let's say you get into a relationship with a beautiful girl and everything is nice, but you never set any foundations down or let her know what type of man you are. So if you get into the relationship and you're not satisfied, that's your fault. Because you didn't let her know at the beginning. At the beginning that you didn't like masculine women and girls that wear wigs and girls that wear makeup. You didn't say that at the beginning, and you pursued this woman, and you know women are easily beguiled and tricked. All you have to do is say something nice to them, compliment them, spend some time emotionally and physically, and spend a little money on it. Preferably a lot of money. Very easy. Men are very easy. All you have to do is take care of your body, your outer appearance, and you can trick the majority of men out here. But then you have men like me that has been with women like that and different types of women that it's hard for you to trick an older fella, you know, and we see through the disguises. So when you get into the relationship with guys like me, and the first thing you want to try to do is establish dominance. By me being the dominant man, I rebuke that, and it doesn't work. We butt heads. And I want to make a video about the I word because I feel like the I word is destroying the black community. What's the I word? Independent. There's nothing wrong with a strong black woman, but a strong independent black woman, that's destroying the black community, if you ask me. Because if you're independent, that means you can do it all by yourself. You don't need no nigga for shit. And where that leave me? You know, I feel, you know, like I'm just for your pleasure. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? And I look at you the same way when you say stuff like that, baby. You just for fucking. You can be the best woman in the world, man. You can be the most beautifulest woman in the world. When you ever say those words there, you just fucking. There's a lot of brainwashing going on in America, and they close your eyes and feed you what they want to feed you and tell a person it's cake, and it's really shit with sugar on it. Now, some of the reasons why I say this is because, say for instance, a woman get into a relationship with a nigga, and she doing everything in her power to please this man. She's buying him shoes, she's taking him shopping, she's doing all those things for him. Well, first of all, you down bad, baby, because you ain't supposed to be buying no shit for no man. You supposed to be buying shit for your son. That's the only man you buy shit for. A man is supposed to buy you something. If a man can't maintain his woman, you need to be single, G. And that's why I say this, man, because that's the way it is in the Bible. You know, you have to maintain your woman. Your woman walking out the house with wigs on that you don't like, that's your fault. And you tell a woman at the beginning, I don't like that. I want to see your natural hair. And she don't want to show you her natural hair. That's not the woman for you. She's disobedient to the ways of God. All these surgeries that women get, man, that's an abomination if you ask me, because you're hiding yourself, you're tricking me, you're disguising yourself. That's not your natural beauty. I don't know how you really look. And you know, you put the sex on me and the head on me, it distorts my thought process, because if this feels good, it is good, right? So now you trick me, and you look beautiful because I'm brainwashed too, to think that wigs and weaves are beautiful. And makeup hides the, imperfections on the face. And the clothes are very tight and revealing. And not to mention the bodysuits they wear underneath the clothes to suck everything in. It's a disguise, and a lot of women been cheated on and abused, and especially by their own parents. And when I say that, y'all gonna get mad at me, but I feel like women destroy black girls' hair when they're very young. And when they get older, they have no choice but to wear hair weaves and wigs, bro. So now that you wearing this, you come across a man that doesn't like that, and you call him all kinds of names. So do I have to deal with the fact that all throughout your life, your mother or whoever was raising you destroyed your hair with perms and hair weaves? And now that you're older and you still have the attractive body, but you would not take your hat off. Like if a man goes into a certain establishment, he has to take his hat off, whether he has a head full of hair or if he's bald-headed. So if you're uncomfortable with being bald-headed, you shouldn't be going out into these restaurants, right? Because a man has no say-so. It's told to take your hat off when you sit at the dinner table, you know. But, you know, we want to see a little more accountability in the black community, because it ain't there. You mad at all these guys out here being some shit when the fact remains that they were raised by single mothers. I'm sorry, they was raised by single mothers and they act just like their mothers. You act like who you are raised by. You ever notice that? So you have a few occasions where they venture off and don't have the traits of their parents, but that's because they absolutely try not to have the traits of their parents, but they probably despise them. But the majority, 98% of the world does things that their parents do. So you have child abuse, and that is a big deal when you bring that into a relationship. If you bring child abuse and you've been abused as a child and you bring that into a relationship, you're expecting your spouse to have sympathy for you. But how can he have sympathy for you and he doesn't know how to deal with that? Those are jobs for psychologists and psychiatrists. Understand me? Those are people that deal with psyche. Men and women are not trained to deal with that. We think we know. We don't know. I'm just telling you what I don't know and what I want in life out of a relationship. I'm not a doctor. I can't help you, baby. If a motherfucker did something to you and all-words you when you was younger, that has nothing to do with me. And I don't know how to deal with that type of issue. I can say, baby, you know, it's going to be all right, but what can I really say? I'm not in your shoes. I haven't experienced that, and I don't know what to say. You want me to be there for you and understand you while you go through your episodes, that's cool, but how long did I have to do that? It's not my responsibility. If you are a guy and all throughout your life you've been going in and out the penitentiary, you have to understand your choices in women are very limited. Because for one, you're stuck in the category when you get out as a convicted felon. A lot of women don't want those. Then you're stuck in the category of, oh, you was in prison, you might have been dealing with punks. Nobody want to deal with that, take that chance. It's all stereotypes, you know what I'm saying? So we go and have to deal with the consequences of what we did when we were younger. Then when you get out, you got to start over if you didn't save a lot of money when you was in the street. And you got to get a regular job. And when you get a regular job, you deal with women that are in your same situations a little bit better or a little bit worse. And when you're dealing with people that have to work check to check, man, they got issues, man, because they probably fucked up in life just like you, but their nose is high in the air because they didn't go to prison. But it's all the same, fucking up in school, trying to fall pressure to peer pressure, skipping school, not taking it serious, maybe graduating, maybe getting a GED, maybe dropping out, and I have to work in a 9-to-5 job all day or a second shift job, third shift job all day just to pay your bills. And when you're doing that, you have zero time for relationships, especially if you have kids. So if you are a man with no kids, that's out the penitentiary, man. And you got a warehouse job. You stuck fucking warehouse bitches unless you dress up nice and go to the club and meet a bitch or call a prostitute. A bitch that works in HR or a woman that works in any kind of corporate is not looking at you unless you dress up and go out and trick them or deceive them. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're in shape, you could probably pull something. But when they find out your financial status, you can't blame them for not fucking with you, because first of all, a man is supposed to maintain his girl. If you can't maintain your girl, you shouldn't have one. You should be working and trying to get your money up. You know what I'm saying? Until you can afford to take care of your woman, man. Because I swear, I be seeing a lot of girls coming out the house with the shower caps on and shit. Why you got the shower cap on? Because your hair ain't done? And you need to find you a nigga so he can pay for your hair doing on the regular. Because I don't want my gal coming out the house with no shower cap on. That's why I like natural hair, because you can do what you want with it. All you gotta do is take care of it. You shouldn't have to buy no makeup products. All you need to buy is lip gloss. But hey man, you didn't take care of your skin. You eat a lot of sugar. You eat a lot of junk food. Is that your fault? Maybe be your mother or your father's fault for feeding you that when you was a baby. And now you're used to it. And you bring that into the relationship. And you wear all this makeup, and it's not fair to a guy that doesn't want that. So what I do is I tell a woman up front, like, listen, I don't like, you know what I'm saying, my girl to wear makeup or hair weaves or wig. And it's up to that girl to either say, okay, I can't fuck with you, or okay, I'll take it off. But I'm not even going to approach a woman if she has a wig on or some makeup, bro. That's just my preference. Like, you got women with preferences. Women want guys with good jobs, nice car, body, you know what I'm saying, to fuck good, eat the pussy, take care of their children and his children, you know what I'm saying, and still be faithful. And all a man wants is, you know, a girl that look good, can cook and clean, shut the fuck up. That sounds cruel, don't it? But ain't it cruel for wanting a man for all his money, his cars, his clothes, take care of my kids, not my baby daddy kids, take care of my kids. And you better not cheat on me. Man, that's a lot to deal with. Especially if I'm paying the bills, taking care of another man's children. And you ain't keeping yourself up. You walking around with makeup on and a fucking hair wig. I say, baby, okay, I'll do all that if you stop wearing that wig and that makeup. Oh, that's how you gonna tell me something? How you gonna tell me to take care of another man's child? Like, I'm just out of prison and I'm trying to take care of myself. All I have enough money is to take care of you. So maybe it's my fault for even getting into the relationship knowing you have a child. But when I met you, I didn't know you had a child. You was attractive and I hollered at you. You fired back with a little smile, you know what I'm saying? And now, you done gave me the pussy without telling me you had a child. Is that my fault or her fault? That's my fault, bro. Because I should have asked the right questions. Man, do you have children? Nigga ain't thinking about asking that type of shit. And she would have said, yeah, I would have been more cautious. I was like, you know what? You know what I'm saying? We can kick it. You know what I'm saying? But I can't never take you serious. I can't commit to you because you have another man's child. A lot of men think like that, and y'all think we wrong for thinking like that. Y'all think men wrong for not wanting to deal with a woman that has children. Now, if you older, that's different. You don't have to, you know, because usually you dating an older woman, her children grown. But if you young, message to the young black youth, they just for having fun, being friends with you. See, same thing with a man with children, man. It's hard unless he can provide for his children and your children. And even then, man, it's hard to discipline another man's child. Like, how can you discipline my child? Maybe I'm not there by force. Maybe I really want to be in my child's life, but the mother is keeping me away from them. And it's hell thinking another nigga is whooping my child and putting their hands on her. But that's my fault for having sex with an unscrupulous woman. And it's my fault for being a street nigga and being unscrupulous myself. So the things that we do, we have to deal with the consequences, right? We have to make sugar out of shit. And that's what we dealing with. You have to punish yourself sometimes in these relationships, man. You have to play chess and sacrifice. If your girl ain't that pretty, man, as long as she's taking care of her business, man, the beauty is on your skin deep. Because think, when you get older, your beauty fades. And then all you're left with is character. And, you know, it's no more sugar and spice and everything nice. All the girls now, or not all of them, the majority are mean girls. There's no sugar and spice involved. Especially nothing nice. You know, never nice. You can say good morning to a lot of women and they'll frown like you got a booger on their nose. What part of the game is that? And we ain't here to, talk about that part of the game. We just saying, it's baggage, emotional baggage in relationships that we shouldn't have to deal with. I shouldn't have to deal with the fact that you're a jealous-hearted woman and you can't see me around women. You will be out in the mall and a bitch walk by, ass for days, when the leggings, you can see all up in the crack, you can see every form of her body. I'm not supposed to look at that as a man, right? Bullshit, I'm looking, and if a bitch say something to me for looking, why are you saying something? Are you jealous? Why are you jealous of me? If I'm looking at this woman's beautiful body, so you okay with me looking at porn, but not looking at it in real life because you think I'm gonna get with her? I can't deal with that. Everything God created is beautiful, especially women. It's the most beautiful thing God ever created. So why the fuck would I let a bitch tell me I can't look at that? You don't own me. You understand what I'm saying? And like I don't own you, but you're here created for me. Man was made first. And he seen that man was not meant to be alone. So he made the beast of the earth. Dogs, cats, all the animals. And he seen that wasn't enough. So he put us to sleep and made woman. But if you don't believe in that, that's cool. I don't really talk to atheists and people that don't believe in God. But those that do, there's a chronological order going on here that's being reversed. There's a chronological order going on in America or in the world, especially in America, that is being reversed, man. Y'all are here for us, not the other way around. We are the kings. We are the ones that take the crowns or either become crowned by someone else. A queen can only be crowned, and a king can only be crowned or take a crown. So how are we kings and queens? We are different pieces on the chessboard. You have to earn your spot as a king, and you have to earn your spot as a queen. There's nothing given over here. I promise to God, man, listen, I really wish that everybody learns how to play chess. That game been around before Jesus was born. And the overall universal law of chess is that the king is the most important piece on the board. And when you checkmate the king, the game is over. But who's the most dangerous piece on the board? The queen. But you can lose her in the beginning of the game. You might be depressed, you might be down, you might say, fuck it, I quit. But if you keep playing and use your brain, you can still win the game. And by utilizing your other pieces on the chessboard, you can always get another queen. Because queens are crowned. They can't take, listen, a guy called me king last night at work. And I ain't on no funny shit. I was like, hey bro, I'm not really no king. I'm striving to be a king. Oh, if that's what you want to be, and you took offense to that, bro, I'm just letting you know, I'm not putting a crown on me. I have to be crowned, or I take a crown. But I ain't taking nothing from nobody. I want you to crown me king. And that's what my girl do. Whenever I'm with my woman, man, she treat me like a king. So in my house I am, but in life, no, I'm a different piece on the chessboard right now. And I'm working to become king. I have king-like mentality. Sometimes people are dethroned. When the feds sent me to the feds, man, for 192 months, I was dethroned as king, man. And that's just facts of life. So I'm not finna go into a relationship with, demands and acting like I'm a king when really I'm a knight or a bishop, striving to be a king. And my girl is not, gonna treat me no less with respect, but I know who I am. I gotta cover a lot of areas on the board. I gotta use my pawns. You understand what I'm saying? I gotta push up and dominate the center of the board. I'm not gonna put that on my girl. A lot of emotional baggage I have. I was abused as a child, as far as physical, like getting beatings and shit like that. So So I'm real hot tempered. But if you ask my girl, she'll tell you I never yell at her because I realize that part of my psyche is fucked up. So I have to control it at all times. Take accountability of your flaws, man. Negroes don't like looking in the mirror because they think they ugly. But nigga, embrace that shit. If you a bitch ass nigga, embrace that shit and try to work on that. You understand me? If you feel like you a gangster and you tougher than everybody, tone down. Because it's always somebody better. And for the ladies, trust me, men like nice girls. If you treat me nice, man, you can get probably anything I got. As soon as I see that fake shit, I know you fake and I know you ain't shit. You just being nice to get my money, I'm gonna treat you accordingly. We see it all. We do anything to get the draws. So if you a mean girl and yeah, you got the nice wig on and the makeup and the hair, you know what I'm saying, the bodysuits that's making everything tight and right. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what you wanna hear. I'm a man. I wanna have sex. You're not wifey. You're just friend material. You're just for hunching. I can say the same thing for me. I might just be for friend zone type shit because I'm very, very independent. So how do I look getting with a strong, independent black woman? A strong, independent, any type of color woman. Because it don't match. We're going to butt heads. Somebody has to be the boss. It don't have to be 70-30, but it definitely got to be somebody with the final say-so in the relationship. And if you feel like you always want to have the foot and wear the pants, baby, that's just not natural to me. You're used to guys dominating you and talking shit to you, so you bring that into the relationship with me. No, I don't really think I should have to deal with that there. Niggas been beating on you all your life, man, and then you get into a relationship and you feel like I'm gonna beat on you and you treat me accordingly. No, I don't think I should have to deal with that. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not none of that. And I don't think it's fair. Understand me? I'm not gonna put my baggage on you, baby. Okay, I'm into a fucked up job, a fucked up situation, man. My YouTube ain't growing like I think it's going to be. I'm depressed. Do I put that on my girl? Fuck no. Every time I see her, I ask her if she ate, is you hungry? What you want to do? You want to work out? How you feeling, baby? You understand me? Because what's understood don't need to be said, G. You understand me? You know I'm struggling. So guess what? If I got a good girl, she gonna help me out, right? Without even saying nothing, man. Here it come lunchtime. Who outside bringing me something to eat? I ain't got to pay my money to buy no fucking chips and no snacks out the vending machine. Thank you, baby. I love you. These are the things that I need my gal to do. You understand me? Now, when you can't accept your flaws and understand your flaws, man, that's where the problem in the relationship comes in, that accepting accountability for your fuck-ups. Like, my life. Yeah, I went to the feds. I'm in the state penitentiary, DDC, YO juvenile, you know. Someone can say, man, you fucked your whole life up. Wrong, nigga, I'm still breathing and talking to you, right? So you can never change, but you can adapt. What you mean you can't change? No, you can't change, man. Nobody ever changed. The only change you have is life and death when you in the grave. You mean to tell me, oh, so you ain't in the streets no more, but a motherfucker busting your house, man, you gonna blow their head off, right? It's in you. It's just second nature, man. You gonna protect your family. It's in you as a man. Unless you a chump. And let nobody take me out. I'd rather be judged by 12 and carried by 6. It's always going to be in you. If you're a fighter and you don't want to fight no more, look at what Muhammad Ali said. He's like, man, I don't really take joy in just beating up on a man. That's his job. You don't enjoy hurting people, but it's in you. And if he had to, he would beat somebody's ass. That's just the way it goes. So with the women, you know, you can hide your flaws, man, and treat men nice. I hate when girls say that I can be feminine. And I seen this on another show, and it was like, why do you have to be feminine? You should already be feminine. You shouldn't have to act feminine. And that's an issue that we dealing with in the black community. Why Because, man, there's no fathers in the household no more. And the fathers that are in the household, man, it's a rarity. I just made a word up. Like, I believe really and truly that the government is part of the problem. But we can't blame them no more when we know it's a problem. Like, come on, man, you know for a fact they made it to where the girls had to choose in the 60s. You know this. They said, hey, you either take this hood and these food stamps, but you can't have no man in your house. Or we're gonna kick you out and take your food stamps in your house. So they made a choice. Fuck them niggas. Give me that money and them stamps and this housing. Took the warehouse job. Man, my granddaddy had like over 10 children, man. Could take care of everybody. Granny could stay home. That was the job system back then. Not no more. You have to have a 2-income household unless you have a side hustle. You selling drugs, you got a great job. And 9 times out of 10, if you got a great job, you either got put on or you really took yourself serious in school. And that's not even a guarantee. And I tell everybody, man, teach your daughters to not look for the popular guys in school. Look for the smart nerd guys in school. Go out through school. There's nothing wrong with having a boyfriend in high school. Nothing wrong with having a girlfriend in high school because you don't want your girl to be sneaky. You don't want your boy to be sneaky. Let me know who you dealing with, man, so we can get you some protection. You won't have any children at a very young age, man. If you do decide to have sex, man, I need to know who this guy's parents are. Or I need to know who this girl's parents are. And if you've got a son and he's dealing with a girl in high school, you really want to meet their parents. And if they only got a mother, you got to let them know that it might be an issue, especially if the father's nowhere in the picture. And I believe in equal energy in the household. If a man and a woman is not raising a child, that child is going to be deficient and not know how to communicate with the opposite sex unless it's a mother figure, and the mother figure is not supposed to be dominating a boy after adolescence. That's where the father takes control. But, children ain't scared of their parents no more. There ain't nobody really whooping these kids, man. And it's lawless and reckless. It's gonna get worse. So when you raising kids in a single household and you expect them to be balanced, you wrong, man. There's no way in the hell that you can't. It won't work, bro. Like, if you got a daughter and she's raised by her mother, who she's gonna look up to as a masculine role model in her life? The internet or the niggas at school? And the little kids at school, man, they raised by their mama too. I was raised by my mother, but my mother seen me getting out of control and losing my temper just like her. And my daddy is a mellow nigga, man. Real cool. I don't gotta yell at motherfucker and let motherfuckers know he for real, because his word is law. And she sent me to stay with him in Chicago, man. I experienced that with him, my Uncle Chucky. God bless it. All my Uncle Booby, my cousin Booby. You know what I'm saying? They showed me how to be a man without having to yell and scream. And be, you know what I'm saying? Like, these guys were well respected. Real tough guys, real certified G's, man. But you'll never know that these guys were mad. And that's where probably I get my temperament from. And I don't feel like you should have to yell to get your point across. Now, I might repeat myself a couple times if you too loud, just so I know that you heard me. But man, ask my gal, man, ain't no need for me yelling. Because you can say, nigga, I'ma kill you, real loud, right? Or you can just say nothing at all and the motherfucker ends up dead. I feel like the second part is more effective, because if you broadcast your feelings and wear your feelings on your sleeves, man, people gonna know what time it is. If you're humble and you're quiet and you're just about self-defense, niggas would come up missing and they don't even know what the fuck is happening, bro. But we so caught up in this social media age that everybody wants to be. Why everybody want to be a gangster? Even the women. Gangsters. Everybody got guns now, man. That's what your man's supposed to be there for, baby. But you do an experiment and you come back and tell me after you drive down the street for at least 2 or 3 hours, man, look at these cars. Look at these malls, look at these stores, man. A lot of girls out there by themselves. You know, and it's not right. It ain't supposed to be like that, man. My daughter called me 2, 3 in the morning talking about she had a flat tire, but she way out of state. She just wanted me to FaceTime because it was a strange man changing the tire for her. Hey, man, I ain't have a hand in raising my daughter, man. I wish I did. I would let her know, man, shit, it's not cool being out here by yourself. It's not at all. It's wicked out here in these streets. But what she gonna take into a relationship is what she take into a relationship, man. And she can't expect nobody to, you know what I'm saying, understand her pain. I can't expect nobody to understand my pain because they ain't went through it, you feel? But we so selfish. Oh, I got to have it my way. I got to have it my way. Man, listen, if a woman says she don't want you to go out and pursue your dreams, that's not the woman for you. So let me tell you what I mean. Say you are fresh coming out of prison, like my situation, right? I'm into entertainment. I'm not just a, you know what I'm saying, an artist. I like to write scripts, so I need to get out in Atlanta and rub elbows with the DJs and the right people so I can, you know what I'm saying, get my shit across right. So you try to be nice and do the right thing and take your girl with you to these parties, man. But if you got a jealous-hearted woman, man, she's gonna automatically hate what you do. And she's gonna try to put a wrench in the game, G. So what I do is, fuck it, I'm gonna have to be a loner, man, unless I find somebody that's okay with me being out. But then you gotta be careful with them girls. You gotta be careful with the party girls that like for you to be out there in the streets. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a give or take. So if you accept that type of girl in your relationship, in your life, man, that's on you, G. Because ain't nobody sitting at the dinner table before they have sex and telling them all they likes and dislikes, truthfully. And then when they tell their dislikes and likes truthfully, they do not talk about their flaws. So if I, like say, you know what I'm saying, I got a girl, but if I was single and I was going out, I would definitely ask her about her father. I'm like, what's your relationship with your daddy? And she'd be like, I don't fuck with that nigga. I'm like, damn, I can't fuck with you. And it's not nothing personal. It's just that if you ain't got no good relationship with your father, I don't know what y'all went through. That's something I don't want to deal with. That's some baggage that I don't want to deal with. And I'm not a psychiatrist. And I don't want to deal with you because if you can't respect your father, you ain't gonna respect me. Just like a woman say, if you meet a man and he disrespectful to his mother, don't fuck with him. It's the same way, G. And it's a double standard. And niggas ain't asking these questions, man. When you see a nigga out there talking shit and cussing his mama out, right? What a woman supposed to think when she see that? So if you see a girl cussing a nigga, ain't supposed to be her daddy. How I'm supposed to look at that there? Oh, you don't know he's cheating on my mama. So fucking what? I don't know the relationship between you, your daddy and your mama. Your mama pussy might not be good. You know what I'm saying? Your mama might just be a good girl that can cook, can clean, good woman, but got shitty pussy and don't like to suck dick. I don't know. He might just be a hoe. He might be a hoe, but if he a hoe, that's your mama's fault for picking that nigga. She knew it. Like my mother. She met my daddy at a gas station in Chicago, Illinois. Now, you pick up a pair of dice and you roll that motherfucker, what's going to happen, man? You're going to at least crap out a couple times, man. That's just how the dice roll, G. You meet people and you know what they are when you meet them at the spot they at. You go to the club, you meet a bitch or a nigga in the club, you know probably they got some baggage, like to party, like to drink. And you a guy that don't like girls that drink, don't go to the club unless you know what I'm saying, just for fucking. You just going to, you know, catch you something quick. You go to church, man, you know, you usually got the good girls that be hiding their baggage, skeletons in their closet. So when you meet these girls, you got to do your homework on them. Is she faking for God or is she for real for God? And then you got to watch the ones that's too sanctified and holy. Because them the ones you going to cheat on too. But they ain't, man, listen, it's everybody got a flaw. It's all about what you accept and what you talk about and what you establish at the beginning. Because you can't get into a relationship and then 2 months down the line, 10 years down the line, 3 years down the line, start making demands on shit that you like and you don't like. No, man, you got to let them know at the door. You a type of nigga that got a girl on the side, man, and you really serious about this girl, man, you gotta let her know. Because it's her decision. And they, you know what I'm saying, say they want the truth, so you gotta give it to them, G. Because it'll backfire if you try to hide. Like, I hate lying. I don't really like lying, so I'm not good at it, so I don't do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's like I told my homeboy, man, stay out the streets. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, we done did time before. A lot of time. We ain't trying to do no more time, G. So don't put yourself in a position where you gonna have to snitch. You know you ain't no rat. Stop fucking with these niggas, man. Get you locked up, man. And they gonna ask you, like, what's up? And you don't even want to put yourself in that predicament to see if you is gonna snitch. So to prevent me from even thinking about snitching, I'm gonna stay away from you Negroes and you punk ass bitches with felony mindsets. You understand me? I don't want to be put in a position, because, you know what I'm saying, like 16 years I done did in my life, man, that's too much, man. I can't do no more, I'm too old. So I ain't no bitch ass nigga, so I'm just not gonna hang around niggas that's gonna get me jammed up. And the same with a bitch. You wrong, man. If you go out to a club, man, and you try to wife one of these girls, man, even though they might be a good girl, man, everybody got flaws. You gotta weigh your hand, man. Like, okay, so I met her in the club. I met her with a drink in her hand, and she was smoking. She's a party girl, and she got a wig on. What's she covering up? Oh, makeup too. What's she covering up? You don't look at that there, because you look at the body. You look how you notice how good she smells, and all you thinking about is hitting. And once you hit, if she good at what she do, especially if she a hoe, all hoes and all male hoes know how to fuck. And that's the issue, again, we ain't even gonna get to yet. But if you see her body and you end up having sex with this woman, she 9 times out of 10, man, a lot of girls start young, so they know how to work their grippers. They experts at doing whatever they can in the bedroom to get their man. You know what I'm saying? To satisfy their man. So some are better than others. You know, some are goats. And some, you know, just have the body and look like they have the goods, and they really don't. So once you get these girls, man, you gotta understand, man, that's what it is. Because that's where you met her at. Now, every now and then you pick a rose out the ghetto, you know what I'm talking about, but not more than likely, man. Like, so how do you prevent that? Where do you find the girl at? Where do you find your guy at? Nigga, school. School. Whether it's high school or college, school is where you find your girl and your boyfriends at. And we so backwards in the black community, all we tell our children, you better not bring no babies home. You better not have no shit. Your dick gonna fall. My mama told me, your dick gonna fall off you. So as going to school, we nervous. We scared to talk to these girls. We scared to do anything. We know our mama, our daddy gonna kill us. In actuality, they ain't train us and give us the game to do the homework, to know how to navigate doing schoolwork and still having a girlfriend for after school or a boyfriend for after school. Find somebody in your class that's real smart and can help you with your homework if you a dumb nigga. And girls, vice versa. Find somebody smart. You, like, we go to school as boys. I speak for myself. I always had a crush on the pretty girls. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was trained to do. Because look at the TV, social media. Even before we had social media, it's all about what they present as beauty. And you see the girls, they get their hair done, they come to school, you can't tell them shit. The guys get their hair cut, new J's on, you can't tell them shit. It's all about image and being, you know, superficial in America. You know, everything is about presentation. So when you got somebody putting on a presentation, I don't care if they from the projects or not. If they put on some nice clothes and get a haircut, you gonna think they the shit. As soon as they go home, man, they take their clothes off, man, they landing on top of roaches and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's all an image, a front. And so people ain't teaching the children how to look deep inside. I mean, it's just training. The first 10 years of a child's life, they're gonna know what accent they speak with up north, Midwest, down south. They're gonna know whether they eat pork or beef or no pork or beef. They're gonna know what religion they are. And they're gonna know what type of clothes and style their mother dressed them up with. So they're gonna develop everything within that first decade. And once they reach puberty and adolescence, they already got in their mind of what they're going to be in life and how they are and what kind of, they're a bully. When you're a bully in school, it's probably because your mother was a bully. It's probably because your daddy probably whooping on your mama. It's one of the reasons. Your brother's probably beating up on you at home. Now you can fight good, so you beat up on niggas at school. It's one of the reasons. You know, and we got to train the children, man. You go to China, the children come home from school while the parents still at work, 6, 7 years old, cooking for the whole household. Frying rice and serving it up to their younger brothers and sisters. Would you let a 5, 6, 7-year-old child around the stove in America? They're gonna burn it down and kill everybody in the house. I'm sorry, we ain't training the children. We talk shit about the white kids that's on Twitter shooting guns and Glocks and reloading them blindfolded. What's wrong with that? They're training their children to protect the household if anything goes wrong. And you got some cases where they go bad, but man, the majority of our children learn how to shoot in the streets. And they shooting sideways with one hand, they fucking people up, hitting stray people. These kids over here can aim precise. So, man, you can judge if you want to. I'm just seeing what I really see, man. So if I get a girl, like I said, that has emotional baggage, she just for fucking. I can't deal with that. I'm not into that being Dr. Phil type shit, G. The same thing with me, man. Yeah, baby, I did time. So, you know what I'm saying? I got ways about me, and you know what I'm saying? It's hard to deal with me. I'm a loner. But if you can sacrifice and put up with me, I do have a prolific mind, a business mind. And I'm passionate because I'm an A-read. So there's a lot of things on the chessboard you might have to sacrifice, but we gonna win, right? And that's what it's all about, winning, man, in 2024, man. If you got somebody that has emotional baggage, you have 2 decisions to make. 1, you can deal with the baggage, or 2, you can leave. Now, leaving is not an option for me if I know that she has pieces on the chessboard that are very useful to me. And what you mean, pieces on the chessboard? Okay, so let's just say beauty is a piece. Maybe she doesn't have that piece. I lost that piece. She doesn't have that piece. But she has peace. She has cooking ability, great sex, average head. She has a vehicle. She has a job. She's self-dependent, but she's not independent. Those are pieces on the chessboard that I can probably deal with. You know, a lot of people can't deal with the beauty piece. They got to have the beauty. Same with the girls. The girls got to have a nigga that's, you know what I'm saying, at least attractive enough for them to, you know what I'm saying, call themselves, bringing them out in public. But if he has enough money, he doesn't have to be beautiful, right? I rarely see a lot of rich black women or rich white women that are not attractive, you know what I'm saying, with ugly men. You usually see the rich black women, the rich white women with young men that are, you know what I'm saying, considered model types or whatever, because they got the money. Same thing with the niggas, man. Old, ugly motherfuckers and big fat niggas, man, they got to have some money, man. You rarely see them with somebody that really loves them. Same with the celebrities, man. A celebrity, I feel like, can never have love because everybody knows your status, man. And we living in a world where, man, it's hard out here. You got people robbing, stealing, killing, carjacking, kidnapping on an all-time high now. It's been going on, but it's all-time high. So if you got shelter and you got somebody that can take care of you, man, you're gonna cater to them. And those are the girls and the guys that you have to watch. Nothing wrong with using somebody, as long as you're giving a service back. If I use you, like, say somebody, okay, what's a good YouTube channel? Okay, I'll say Just Do Boxing. Say I come on Just Do Boxing channel and, you know what I'm saying, he shout me out. Like, man, y'all go follow Part Twice or Rude Exposure or whatever channel he decides to do. Man, that's a blessing. So what, am I not supposed to do something for him? I got to do something for him because that's the way it is in the Bible. Look at Abraham when Sarah died, man. He was blessed by God. He's a prophet. He still wanted to pay for her burial plot. They said, no, you can use any part of this land to bury your wife. He's like, no, I got to pay. Ain't nothing in life for free, and that's a universal law. I don't care what it is. Everything has a price. So you got to take in accountability that when you get these girls and she got baggage, man, that's up to you. You are the prize, G. Especially in Georgia, man, it's more women than men. Yeah, right? So how are the women the prize? And they having trouble picking through. You got a lot of, homosexuality out here. So it's real thin, but it's still more women than men, man. So when you get a guy that's successful and he's doing the right thing, staying out of trouble, he got money, he got a job, he got a car, he got a house. Oh, them the niggas that they fighting over. But is he, what is he supposed to do? He a man. You got bitches coming from all directions. And you're looked at as not a good guy if you don't settle down. Why? It never made sense to me. Like, it's okay for a woman to go man to man, right? And not persecute her. But it's not okay for, let's say, a guy like Future to fuck a lot of bitches. And I just, I see why it's like this, because it was designed to be like this, man. Who's public enemy number one in the world? It's not the black woman, even though they're the easiest to dominate. It's the black man. Man, we've been the enemy since the beginning. I don't do y'all research. I don't remember Thomas Jefferson, the one that had the most slaves out of all the presidents. He was scared of Shaka Zulu. But how did they trick Shaka? They tricked him with Beijing, what you Negroes always wearing, the hair dye. It made him feel young. Oh yeah, he gave up all the secrets on his enemies just for that Beijing. Man, do the research. You think I'm bullshit? We got diamonds and gold in the land naturally in Africa. So it's hard to trick us, man, with some trinkets, man. You had to bring out some wicked shit that tricks the mind. The mind is easily tricked, man. Especially to an old warrior like Shaka, who was getting old and he felt his, lifespan getting shorter. So you put that Beijing on, you look young again. You feel young. You look young, you feel young. You feel young, you act young. So yeah, they couldn't penetrate his fort. He had the longest fields, he had the higher ranking in the field, the way his land was shaped. They couldn't penetrate him, so they had to make peace with him. And he was a killer. And when he died, man, he took his bitches with him. He killed them and put them in the grave with him. Tyrants, But these people were scared of this man. They scared of us now. They just don't show it. So they use diabolical tactics to put us underneath them. Look at the food, man. That shit ain't real chicken, real meat. It's cloned. Bill Clinton said it in 97. He's gonna continue to clone. He's just not gonna clone children. Yeah, right. He says he's gonna sanction China and all those countries if they do use these tactics to clone children. You can't stop and sanction no country that you owe trillions of dollars to. Boom. Y'all better wake up, man. Y'all better wake up, man. It's right there in your face. Everything is backwards. You get these niggas that get into these relationships, man, and they just like the bitches. Man, all you got to do is watch these YouTube boxing channels, G. You're gonna have guys that cannot answer a yes or no question. Who do that type of shit, man? Bitches. So if you ain't no woman and you doing those type of things, you can't get mad at me for calling a spade a spade. You a man that's acting like a bitch, so that equals into a bitch ass nigga. Yeah, man, yo. When I'm wrong, man. I'll be like, damn, my nigga, my bad. I'm gonna do better. Some motherfuckers be like, man, but see, this the reason I did it. Cause if you wouldn't have did that, then I wouldn't even get you, bitch ass. Yeah, man, get out of here with that. We don't want to hear that. I tell you what, let me say something. This is what I think about them type of niggas, man. Hold on. I gotta drop this one. And then drop this one. And then drop this one. And play the yes or no game. Ain't nobody trying to play that. Ain't nobody trying to play yes or no. Because they can't do it. You know what I'm saying? They can't do it. I mean, you know, that's an issue and it's kind of scary. So when you get these guys in these relationships, man, they acting like bitches, man. And the women, they so masculine. Now, all of a sudden, you see a lot of videos of females and males fighting each other, fist fighting. That shit crazy to me, man. Like, why would a woman even think about fighting a nigga? I can see a man defending himself from a crazy bitch rushing him. But even then, like, you don't know how to subdue a woman without hitting her with your fist, nigga? Everybody ain't raised to train. Like I said, go back to training, man. You got to train your children. You got to train your daughters when they young. Because this is what we do in the black community. Boy, you better not hit that girl. With mama, she just hit me in my mouth. You don't see the blood? I don't care. That's a girl. So instead of just telling me not to hit that girl, show me how to evade punches. Show me how to subdue this bitch, man. To where I can't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't finna let you hit me. It's a lot of big girls out there, man, that you gonna have to fight back in school. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, y'all heard about Big Shirley. Big Shirley built like a nigga. So if she hit you, man, it's gonna knock your teeth out your mouth. When you supposed to just sit there and take that, oh, she a girl. She, you best to motherfucking do something, run. Oh, but that ain't no man, though. Right? Men don't run from no shit like that. Come on, man. I'm just keeping it G. Who made that rule? Who made that motherfucking rule, man? I be wanting to know these type of things, man. It just don't seem right to me. So that's why I tell you what, let me show you. This is what we was doing at Milan's Lounge, right? And shit funny to me though, cause hold on, let me get this shit right. I got these girls, they gonna play in my new robot wife. You see the wife robot. We finna start filming this probably next week. But I told her I was gonna slap her, right? And then I went to go pull her hair. I forgot it was a wig. And that bitch almost came off. I said, oh man, look how she holding that shit. But yeah, that's the deal though, man. You know, fuck them. I mean, if they ain't gonna fit in your universe, you shouldn't be trying to fit a bitch in your universe. Ladies, you too. Like, I told y'all, you meet your niggas at school, especially college. You know, if you don't meet them by high school, that's cool too. Because a lot of times you're too young to even know how to communicate with a guy. But it's good to catch your boyfriend in high school because you learn the communication skills. Your body going through puberty, man. And you're going to have hormones raging and shit. And you don't want to be sneaking. You don't want your child to be sneaking and having sex because when they sneak, they don't have time to prepare for whatever they're going to do. So it's real fast. And that's how they end up getting pregnant. There ain't no protection. Ain't nobody going to the stores to buy protection. You're too young, and then you're too embarrassed. Your kids are embarrassed about sex because your parents make you embarrassed. Boy, your dick gonna fall off if you fuck them nasty pituitary girl. And the mama's gonna, girl, that boy gonna get you pregnant and leave you with that baby, and he ain't gonna be shit. Because that's what happened to mama. They bringing their emotional baggage and putting it on their children. Because the nigga done fucked them and left them with the children. But you knew this nigga wasn't shit when you met him because he was selling drugs probably. And the nigga had the cars and the gold teethers and the necklace and the fancy clothes, man. And you fell for that shit because that's what women do. They easily tricked and beguiled by niggas that have the flashy, shiny cars and the money. You know what I'm talking about? That's the way it's always have been, bro. It'll never change. Never. You ain't gonna see no garbage man with no CEO. You ain't gonna see no nigga working at McDonald's with a bitch that is in Hollywood. Vice versa, man. It's just not gonna happen, G. We are a creature of our surroundings, man. So that's why I tell you, embrace your surroundings, be aware of your surroundings. I did a show called, well, not a show. I'm doing this little 30-day thing about how to become a man in 30 days, man. Day 4 is today. If you've been listening to me, man, you've been hearing what I got going on, man. And it's serious because it's not a lot of fathers in the household, and not all, but some of the fathers that are in the household have been raised by single mothers. So what does a single mother teach her son, her only son or her sons how to treat a woman? They teach their sons how to treat women how they want to be treated. I'm giving seminars out here. Hit the like button, G. Tell your friends to come over here and get some game. It ain't free. It costs likes. You understand me? Or cash app. It don't matter to me. I need that there too. We trying to make movies. But yeah, you know, and fathers, y'all do the same thing. You teach your boys, you know what I'm saying, what type of women to look out for and what not to look out for. Right? But you don't teach your boys, you understand me? You don't teach the boys how to distinguish the two and what to do with the two. And what's the two? The two is wifey material and just for fucking. And that's what it all boils down to. Wifey material and just for fucking. You understand me? So what's wifey material and what's just for fucking? Well, I tell you what's just for fucking. Bitches with baggage that can't control and keep their baggage out of sight and out of mind. Like everybody got baggage, man. You got people that come into relationships that's been raped. You got people coming to a relationship that been cheated on. You got people coming to the relationship that lost their baby daddy from gun violence. You got people that come into relationships like me, man, fresh out of prison, man. You know what I'm saying? A real stand-up nigga. You know what I'm saying? Used to getting money and now I gotta work. You know what I'm talking about? So you got different baggages, man. You got niggas that, you know what I'm saying, got good jobs and was raised in a 2-parent household, but don't really know they black side. So they act what people so-called say white, but is that their problem? So now you got the girls, you know what I'm saying, in 2024 don't need no nigga for shit. They just for fucking. They just for fucking, bro. I'm telling you, if a bitch ever tell you she don't need no man for shit, she just for fucking. Strong, independent black woman destroying the black community because you independent, baby. You don't need me. So I feel that vibe. I feel that you don't need me. And I treat you accordingly, and people don't like that. The truth tellers are extinct. And the people that do tell the truth are looked at as vile and incorrect. I never ever question chronological order. And people that do, they just for fucking. You gotta know who struck first blood in everything. So that goes back to teaching your children about not hitting girls. If you got a little badass girl going around hitting boys, man, she should be punished. And you know, you got certain people like, hey, see, you hit that boy, and that's what happened when you hit him. Don't do that. That's what you're supposed to tell your girl. You're supposed to punish the boy for hitting that girl back. And you let him know, man, hey, this is how you do it next time a girl swing on you. You don't have to hit her, but move to the side, to the right or to the left, pivot, you know what I'm saying, and grab her from behind. And if you have to, if she too strong, man, you know, you trip her up like this, grab her and subdue her like this without putting your fist on her. You ain't got nobody teaching them that. You just telling them, no, don't do that. A lot of boys scared to get hit in their face nowadays, so they pull the pistols out. The girls out here fighting now. Everything is backwards. They flip the script on everybody, right? You got some girls whoop niggas' ass on the regular. Like, you better not hit me back. And what they do, they don't hit them back. You got some boys that do, but majority of them don't. I just wanted to get on here and put that out there, you know. It's real. So I'll be coming with part 4 today on how to become a man. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the video for that. We trying to get our subscribers up to 1,000. And you know, you tune in, you should be hitting the like button, hands down. Straight up, especially if you see my title and you tuned in to my show and you ain't hit the like button, you one of them niggas I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, you one of them Negroes I'm talking about, or you one of them bitches I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about? You got baggage. I ain't got time to deal with that, man. I ain't got time to deal with bitch ass niggas, man. Like, if I'm a keep it real, a lot of channels I don't even really like, but I'll see they title and I'll tune into it and I'll hit it just out of respect. Cause I tuned in to you, G. I tuned in to your channel and gave you a view. Whether I like what you saying or not, I'm gonna hit your like button, G. Cause I tuned in, I was curious. You piqued my curiosity. And there's not a lot of people that can do that. You know what I'm saying? So if you pique my curiosity, just know that I hit your like button, nigga. You might not see me comment, you know what I'm saying? Probably because I don't like what you're saying. So I'm not finna get on nobody's channel and disrespect and talk shit and troll. But, you know, I'm gonna ask the questions if I like the channel. So, you know, majority of the channels I really type on is, you know what I'm saying, guys from, you know what I'm saying, Jersey and shit like that, the East Coast shit, man. It's like, it's hard to, you know, fuck with a nigga from down south, man. And I'm from down south. You know what I'm talking about? It's just the way that, you know what I'm saying, we don't stick together, period, as the black community, but it's more down south like that, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't talk bad about gangs, because at least they get niggas together, even though they killing each other. But if you in that gang, nigga, they gonna take care of you, man. And we need that in the black community. We need to be a one gang. Men, black women need to join and tighten up, man. Cause just remember, man, there's more women than men out here. So, you know, we weak. We weak for the flesh. It's not a lot of men, you know, are strong. But certain men, man, we weak. Look who we raised up with, man. Mama want everything. Got my way or the highway. Niggas out there like that now. I don't need no bitch for shit. Just like you say you don't need no nigga for shit, nigga. Bitch niggas out here talking that shit too, man. I never said that. You know what I'm saying? Bitches ain't shit. Niggas ain't shit, but I ain't never said I ain't need no bitch. Please. Everybody needs somebody. And if you say that, you flaw. And that's the problem. Niggas ain't admitting they flaws. Bitches ain't admitting they flaws, man. You got plenty flaws. Yeah, man, you don't want to admit it. But that's cool. Because I'm going to say it. And if I'm fucking with you, man, you going to know. A lot of people don't like fucking with people like me because we expose the truth too much. All right. Would you rather hang out with a nigga that'll tell you got a booger on your face, or a nigga that'll hang out with you and just let it sit on your face and won't say nothing? No, tell me I got a booger hanging out my nose, fool. So I can get it off. I want to, you know what I'm saying? Kick it with the bitches and not get laughed at. I don't know, man. It's real wicked out here in these streets, so what can you do? Tell you what, though. What's this? The yes or no show. We ain't gonna play that. When we gonna play that, man? I really want to play that because I feel like I can win some money out that show, especially talking boxing. You get some girls calling in, man, you'll win a lot of money playing the yes or no game. Because they can't answer. Has your man before has your man ever seen you without your wig on? Yes or no? Some of them will say yes, some of them will say no, some of them, hey, once you get into that second question, but they gotta say yes or no on that question. Yeah, my man seen my hair. I mean, yes or no, out of 365 days of the year. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like ways you can suck them into a answer where they want to try to explain themselves. And that's where we lose at. Don't explain it. Do you run niggas away in your relationship? Yes or no? Are you loudmouth in your relationship? Yes or no? You try to be dominant. Are you a strong, independent black woman? Yes or no? Then you ask the niggas, man, how many bitches you got? You fuck a lot of bitches? Yes or no? You cheat on your bitch? Yes or no? Niggas ain't gonna answer it truthfully. But then you get down to the fact, well, okay, what about you? You know what I'm saying? You start asking them questions about them personally. And like the only way that shit'll really work if you got a judge that know both of y'all. So if you do it for like boxing shows, you gotta have a judge that can go and check and fact check. And the only way you can fact check somebody is you call it out, like on Scrabble. I challenge that fact. And if you challenge it and the fact is real, you lose. Like I'm really gonna play this game, man, and y'all gonna stay tuned to your boy. We got the wife robots coming out, robot wifeys. Man, we finna do a lot of big shit, man. I got the actors, they ready. You know what I'm saying? We got a matter of fact, hit the Cash App part twice and help me, you know what I'm saying, fund this movie. That's what we trying to do. Yeah, I need $1 to $100 to $100 to $1,000. It don't really matter, man. All love is love to me. So I'll be much obliged for real though. You know what I'm saying? It's a vision, but I'm gonna get it done whether I get help or not. But it'll always be great to have help. Where I can shout people out. You know what I'm saying, and let them know what they did for me. Until then, man, y'all boys stay safe, man, and admit your flaws, ladies. Admit your flaws, gentlemen. 'Cause you ain't perfect, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You ain't perfect. Ain't nobody perfect. Even Jesus flipped over the table and lost his temple. So, who is you? You know what I'm saying? We out this bitch, man. One. Next time y'all niggas call in and talk shit, niggas, yeah, that's what it's all about.